If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Johnny Fastlane here. So, Cardi B gets a new tattoo, and Young Buck asks his fans for money. Plus, Lil Uzi Vert gets mad because he wasn't nominated for a BET award. Let's talk hip-hop. Yo, so this is fire, right? Because Cardi B, she was there showing off her new tattoo, right? Or really it's like her old tattoo, but it's like a rework of her old tattoo, right? And y'all remember she had like a peacock on her side or whatever on her thigh, right? The whole situation is though, she went on Instagram yesterday, posts up this picture here, and just basically put a side-by-side version and shows us how she had her tattoo redone, right? So she says, after 10 years, I gave my peacock tattoo a makeover. This whole week, I've been taking hours of pain getting tatted. Thank you, Jamie Signs, right? And this is fire because she went, and I mean, naturally, after 10 years, your tattoo is going to fade, right? So this dude, Jamie Signs, actually is the same tattoo artist who did her other tattoo maybe about like a month and a half ago during quarantine, right? So the whole situation is, you see here that Cardi B got this tattoo where she had like a bouquet of flowers going from like her neck all the way down her back, around her side, around her thigh, her butt, and also down to her ankle, right? And this dude did this whole thing for her, right? And so I guess like during that time, he was probably like, yo, you know I could redo your other tattoo, right? The peacock one. I mean, you had that shit for 10 years. And Cardi B, I guess, was like, all right, cool. So yesterday, she finally was finished with that, right? And it's just fire, man. I think that is dope the way that Cardi B is like putting her tattoos together and having them all done by the same artist. And right now, I would have to say, like, out of all the rappers, Cardi B just stepped her tattoo game up. Like, she probably has like some of the dopest tattoos in hip-hop right now, right? But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Breaking news, man. Listen up, world. I just seen in the headlines I read in the headlines where they were saying, you know, only got $100 in my pocket, only got $100 worth of clothes, $100 worth of jewelry, shit like that. So I figured now's the perfect time for me to go ahead and start a GoFundMe. So I'm about to go over with the GoFundMe, man. Send me $1, man. That's all I need. It's $1, y'all.
Alright, yo, so y'all already know, man, Young Buck has probably got to be like on a scale of like, you know, broke to not broke. Young Buck is probably like on the, you know, broker side of rappers, right? And he's been broke for a while, right? He filed for bankruptcy. He says 50 Cent ain't paying him, everything, right? So a bunch of headlines came out, of course, last week talking about how Young Buck is broke. He only has like $100 in his pocket, $100 worth of jewelry. So I don't even know if he's serious or not on this one, but he's like, yeah, you know, I seen the headline saying I only had $100 worth of jewelry, $100 worth of clothes, $100 in my pocket. So, you know, I just decided, let me start this GoFundMe account. You know what I'm saying? Let's, you know, give a buck to Buck, right? And then he actually does a second video for Instagram talking about, yeah, you know, this is my Cash App for Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I almost got, you know, 1 million followers. So if everybody just sends $1, you know what I'm saying? We could fix this. We could get it right. This is funny as hell, right? At the end of the day, yo, I mean, hey, if everybody sends Young Buck $1, that's money tax-free. And really, he don't need 1 million people to send it to him. Even if 50,000 people send him $1, then he has $50,000. I mean, at least he'll be able to cover some bills for, you know, a month or two, I guess, right? But this whole situation is crazy, man. At this point, Young Buck is trolling himself, right? And this shit is funny as hell, right? Even on the comments on his Instagram, somebody was like, yeah, I just donated 50 Cent to you, right? Which is funny as fuck, right? But at the end of the day, 50 Cent needs to really pay Young Buck his money if he owes him money. But I guess we'll have to see what happens, yo. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. All right, so yesterday the nominations for the BET Awards came out, right? And you know, it's cool. They got, you know, DaBaby nominated, they got Drake nominated, Future, Doja Cat, you know, a whole bunch of people. people, right? The whole situation though is that, so the category for like best male hip hop artist, you know, the nominations came out for that too. And then also the category for like best rap song came out, right? The nominations for best male hip hop artist, you know, DaBaby got nominated, Drake, Future, Lil Baby, Roddy Ricch, and Travis Scott. And as you know, albums of the year came out as well. You know, Lizzo's album, Megan Thee Stallion's album, Beyonce's album, Her's album, DaBaby's album, Roddy Ricch's album. So there's one person that really is not being considered here or even nominated at all, and that person is Lil Uzi Vert, right? So the whole situation is that Lil Uzi Vert goes on Twitter, actually, and he says, oh, y'all see how they do your boy? And then he goes, it's because I don't follow the rules of hip hop. It's boring, right? And basically says, yo, he feels snubbed because BET didn't really nominate him because he's outside of the box, right? And I was thinking, like, that is kind of messed up because Lil Uzi Vert is a huge ass artist, and why would BET not, you know, nominate him for something, right? But then I started thinking, like, everything that BET is nominated, or everything that BET nominated came out in 2019. So Lizzo's album, Cause I Love You, dropped in 2019. Megan Thee Stallion's album, Fever, dropped in 2019. Now, Megan Thee Stallion does have another album, Sugar, but they didn't nominate that because Sugar came out in 2020. They only nominated her 2019 album, right? Beyonce, Homecoming, 2019. Her, I Used to Know Her, that was 2019. DaBaby's Kirk dropped in 2019. Roddy Ricch's Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial came out in 2019. So now it makes sense because Eternal Atake didn't drop until March of 2020, right? So Lil Uzi Vert is probably going to be nominated for next year's BET Awards, right? As far as album of the year goes, right? Now, of course, he could be nominated for best male hip hop artist because, you know, you don't have to have an album out. But again, if Lil Uzi Vert didn't drop an album for the last 3 years, the last album Lil Uzi Vert dropped was 2017, right? That was 3 years ago. He dropped another album in 2020. So I don't think that they're going to really consider him for best male hip hop artist when you got Drake, when you got Chris Brown, when you got, you know, DaBaby, Lil Baby, Roddy Ricch. You know what I'm saying? So I get you, Lil Uzi Vert. I understand why you might feel snubbed, but really and truly, you missed the deadline, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Johnny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.